Thanks for joining me for a concise review of the new Huda Beauty foundation that has been flying off the shelves at Sephora. This is the Easy Blur foundation, and I'll be going in with the shade 210B Chai. And just to show you what they are saying is an unfiltered photo from the actual site, I have to say it's a very compelling marketing campaign because just look at the difference between the side with the foundation and the side without. And supposedly Huda came up with over 100 different versions of this before she was like, this is the one. So let's give it a shot. My instinct immediately upon feeling the texture of this foundation was to apply with my fingers. Now, Huda suggests going in with her Easy Blur base brush, which I did not purchase, but I found after testing with my own brush, sponge, and fingertips that my favorite method was using my fingers first and then going in after with a slightly damp sponge to absorb the excess product. And I should note that I have no primer on today, just my plain everyday skincare underneath, although she does sell a specific primer that she says works underneath this very well. The foundation is technically a medium buildable coverage, but because I heard that it's supposed to be particularly good at building up without getting cakey, I put it to the test for us today by using 3 layers. Now, I will tell you right away that it did not get cakey on me with 3 layers. However, I preferred the finish with just 1 light layer overall for my particular skin concerns with its slight discolorations and fine lines. When I heard the word blur, I instantly knew that meant that this was going to have silica in it. Think Benefit's the Professional Primer, or really any primer that blurs your skin. They all contain silica or silicone dioxide, which is what gives your skin that blurred look. The foundation definitely blurred the appearance of my pores. However, I just want to caution you, some people can break out when using products with silica. Silica itself is actually non-comedogenic, but when you pair it with other products that can clog pores, some people are a little more sensitive to breaking out. So I always suggest, if that's a concern for you, that you go grab yourself a free sample from Sephora first, or keep your receipt so you can return it if it doesn't work out. I tend to find Huda Beauty foundations to run a bit on the warmer side overall. Even the neutrals tend to lean a bit neutral warm. But I was relieved that I was able to find a good neutral match for my skin tone because I have swatched some of her foundations in the past, and unfortunately I just wasn't able to find a shade and undertone combination that worked well for me. So just be aware, especially if you're on the fair side, if you're able to go in and swatch before purchasing, I highly suggest that. Overall, this foundation is getting rave reviews. However, I have spoken to some very trusted subs who have told me that this one just didn't work out for them. So let me tell you my experience with it. When I was first applying it, I loved how it looked with 1 light layer, but still found it not to cake up when adding 3 layers. So that was good. It did a great job of blurring my pores without making my skin look dry and matte. And I really like the skin-like sheen. I should point out though, in the future, I plan to use this as a 1-layer foundation only and be very careful when applying powder over my areas with more pronounced lines, as I noticed in my still pictures that applying multiple layers plus the powder on top appeared to emphasize my lines. I didn't notice it when I was filming, and in fact wondered if I had a holy grail on my hands for a while there, but then when I took my still pictures in different types of light, I noticed the different texture in my skin. I hope this was helpful to you. And you know, if you're on Instagram, I'm starting to branch out with new and different videos on there. I love being creative with both music and makeup, and Instagram has really allowed me to do that. So if you're interested, you can find me under Foundation Lady on the gram. I'd love to see you there. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll see you soon.